been asking me, plus my girlfriend, have been asking me questions on Warframe, and I'm just gonna do a quick tutorial. This is Gaiden1523 with Zach and Bailey. Bailey's my girlfriend. Zach is a beginner comeback kind of thing,
Oi, how's it going?
and Bailey has been playing with me for a little bit now. She's master rank 5, so but she still has questions, which is okay. Zach, if you want to head on the stream, I'll be able to answer any questions you
I'm
have.
trying to figure out how to get to your stream.
It's on YouTube.
I'm on my phone on the YouTube app, but I'm trying to figure out how the hell to get to your live stream.
Go to
I'm
my
not very good
channel.
with phones. I did that. I went to your channel.
It should be up in a little bit.
Oh, now it popped up. Okay.
Okay. Can you see
It
what I'm
wasn't
doing?
popping up at all before. Oi, hey, I see a. Damn, dude, I like your ship.
Thank you. This is my cat Jen. Say hey, hey girl. Hello. Good kitty. Okay. Zach, since you're the beginner, first question.
What the fuck's happening to my game? Did you just throw us into a match, Bailey?
No. I went to a dojo.
Okay, so just give me questions.
Well, I'm in a loading screen.
Okay, well, what was your first question? You had a question before.
Oh, so if my exalted blade, how do I fusion my exalted blade? You know, Bailey, you need to go back to the ship.
Okay, no, just watch my thing. Just watch the stream. So, you're talking about Excalibur, yes? This guy.
Yes. Hold
So you're
on,
talking
it's
about
lagging.
Excalibur.
Yes.
This
So
guy.
exalted blade. If you click on
So,
exalted blade.
yep, you go to Exalted Blade. You go to upgrade him. And you're talking about this thing here.
I'm waiting for the stream.
This right here.
Yes. So if you go to combos.
So while your cursor, the thing is up here. If you look down on the bottom of my screen, there should be a square that says mods. Click that, and then you've got kind of like a the mod screen, the modding screen. If you go over here to stances, you should be able to. Where is it? Well, that's weird. It won't let me.
Ruby.
Yeah, see, you can't find
What,
the exalted
Mike?
blade one.
Hi.
Hi. That might be unlocked through leveling it up. What rank is your Excalibur? Is it
My
maxed?
Warframe rank? Not yet, I know that much.
I'll
17.
come play.
Okay, so that one I believe will actually be upgraded through your leveling up. Mike, right now I'm doing a tutorial for beginners, so if you have a question, please please feel free to give me questions. I will actually pull up the comments. There we go. We're not actually playing right now. I'm just answering a bunch of questions. To cook bacon is obviously in a skillet. Any other questions, Zach?
How do you change your ship color?
So you press start, you go to equipment, and then you go down to your landing craft. There's customized landing craft, select landing craft, interior colors, that's what you want. For your customizing your landing craft, zebras do not fly, said Mike. You can just go like this. And then for interior colors, it's obviously like this. I like my look because it's just it's a cool color. It doesn't it looks very futuristic and it's very
Obviously, I'm
good.
only gonna have one landing craft for now.
Yes. Even I didn't get any of the other landing crafts.
Yours is different than the one I got, isn't it?
No.
It's just a different color.
Oh, that was it. That must have been A-balls.
Yep.
Oh.
The next thing a lot of people have asked me, and also Mike has asked me, this thing over here, what does it do? The best way to answer that is just to go in it. So this holds all your relics, and if we select a relic here, no swearing
Yeah, I
on
don't
my
have that in
stream,
mind.
I will kick you out. So obviously over on the right part of this menu, you can see different pieces that you will get for when you open the relic. In order to use this station, you need to get a part, which is through a mission. Actually, I believe it is a one of the solar rails. When you select one of these relics, you select it. You can go over to here. Now you get void traces for opening relics, and you can then use these void traces to upgrade your relic. And as you can see, as I'm selecting which one, the bars next to each piece of equipment go up. That is the probability of obtaining that blueprint or part of a prime weapon. Now, obviously prime weapons are things like the Breton Prime, Burston Prime, and as you can see,
New
it says,
alert
you
marked
know,
on
you have to get the
navigation,
Burston Prime
Tenno.
barrel, the Burston Prime receiver, the Burston Prime stock. That's what makes getting prime weapons difficult, but advantageous because they have higher stats and better modding capabilities. They get different polarities and stuff like that. Um, as for a beginner, the best 3 Warframes I can recommend to you, let's go with that, is the Ember, Rhino, and Valkyr, but, you know, of course, that does take some time to get, and it, you know, obviously takes time to build.
If I may say,
You can
operator,
do
your
this
chosen Warframe suits
through,
you. Ha ha.
the first one is on Jupiter. No, setting. Okay, so Ember you can get through Tethys on Saturn. There's a mission, obviously it's assassination. The target is General Sargus Ruck. General Sargus Ruck will be using a lot of fire type abilities. Very difficult to deal with up close. I recommend staying a good distance away. He has this bright spot that will open up in his shoulders, his stomach, and his back. Once that opens, fire into that spot, hit that spot only. You'll start to deal damage, and everything will just, you know, fall nicely into place after that. Where are you? The other one is Alad V and Zanuka. That will get you Valkyr. You just run that a few times. Here it is. The regular mission assassination corpus on the Misto. You just run that a few times. Eventually you'll get a lot of different parts, but eventually you'll get the full thing for your Warframe. Now, a lot of things other people ask me is like, okay, I've got all these Warframe parts, like, where do I have? I should have a full set of Valkyr things. So let's say, oh, Oberon. So I've got Oberon chassis, Oberon systems, and Oberon neuroptics. Obviously, all three are right here. Now, here's the thing. I build all three of them. I get the parts. Now, what do? I still don't have Oberon. Well, what you have to do is you have to go over to here, over to your arsenal, go to your Warframes, and you'll see these Warframes here that you're supposed to be able to buy with Platinum. Well, if we go and we find... let's make it easy. Let's go simple. Atlas. He brings up the, oh, shit. Have I already built all of them? Okay, so let's take Frost for example. You press R1 and it'll say R1 blueprint credits. You get the blueprint, obviously there you see, your Frost Neuroptics, your Frost Chassis, your Frost Systems. You buy the Frost blueprint, and then when you have all those parts, you start to build them. It takes a good deal of credits, everything. Frost is a very, very important Warframe in the Warframe universe, as defenses are made 10 times easier with this thing called Snow Globe, which slows enemies in his, Snow Globe. Also, another thing, a lot of noobs, I hate to say it, need to be wary of is these. These are your quests. Quests are very important. Some quests, you have to do fill prerequisites for it, such as Pluto, Sedna Junction, reach observer rank with the Quills, talk to so-and-so and Cetus. Just little stuff. To start a mission, you go in there and obviously just press begin. Or if you're, looking for the mission, it should be over in this first one right here, and then these will be all your pending missions. Or your next objective would be the Sedna. Mine is the Sedna junction. I need to get to there. Very close. So very close. I've got 2 more missions to go. Anyways, a little bit of advice about starting weapons. The Boltor for your primary weapon. The Boltor is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weapon. It is a gun, a light machine gun that shoots darts at enemies at slow speeds but high damage. It is very aesthetically pleasing as well. It's good damage. This is my current mod build for him, for the Boltor. Obviously it's been formatted, so you might not be able to get something exactly like this. Zach, any other questions you might have?
What are like better weapons versus worse weapons? Like what's good, what's not good?
That's a great thing, and that's a great question.
Like right now I'm looking through like different guns and stuff. So like I see the Strun, I see the Bratton. I've got my
your Bratton is your basic weapon, and I'll actually buy it right now because you can buy it for credits.
Yeah.
So for the Bratton, we're looking at what, 7 impact, 7 puncture, 8.2 slash. Here's where you need to. This is going to be the little bit of the MMORPG style. This is where it comes into play. Impact is good for draining shields fast, doing just all-arounder damage. Your puncture, that's gonna go straight through the shield It's gonna affect the health. You're gonna kill Corpus a lot faster. Your slash, that's gonna do bleed damage. It sucks against shields, but it gives them bleed damage. So that's important to think about. Bleed damage is great when you're fighting in the next, when you get past that hurdle, you're gonna start fighting these things called the infested. Slash is great for that because it bleeds them. You're not worrying too much about their shield. Plus, they've all got these stupid buffs that make them, more resistant to certain types of damage. Slash will just give them the base bleed damage, and yeah. So when you set up a weapon for slash, you want to go for status chance. Now, there's a few different ways that we could do this. Um, Obviously, you're looking for mods that are gonna affect damage, like serration, that's damage, that's just baseline damage. But if you're looking for, hold on, where are you? It might be better if I show this with the Dragoon. The Dragoon, okay. This is a very important weapon because it shoots flechettes, like little tiny things. Obviously, if
Darts.
you look, oh no, not even darts. It's more of a small
Well,
blade.
that's what flechettes are.
Yeah, it's like a small blade.
Kind of, yeah.
If you look over in the left, my slash damage is 672.0. That's great for fighting things like infected and Grineer because you're looking to take away their health and their health needs to go down fast.
Well, we don't really have much of a shield anyways.
Yes. Now back to the bolt door. The bolt door. Look at my puncture damage. It's way more because the bolt door fires darts, and so I focused on puncture damage. Ugh. So I put on, where are you? Also, because it's an LMG, I modded this one for ammo size because I like to literally just do massive amounts. So here is where you're gonna get into your different mods that affect this. Puncture, piercing hit is your baseline puncture mod. This is what you're gonna put on as a beginner to do different types of damage. Puncture, I would be putting this on if I wanted to upgrade my puncture, but I wasn't really looking to do damage with this weapon. I was looking to thin crowds. Sawtooth Clip is going to give you your slash. It's a very baseline mod for slash. And then, of course, Rupture is going to give you your impact. That's the baseline damage for baseline mod for impact. Now we have to go into these things called elemental mods. So let's take a gander at the Mire. Oh, that's the Galatine. Now, the Mire itself is a baseline toxin weapon. It comes with toxin. But we're also looking at things like Fever Strike, which adds to your toxin. That's a little bit of an upgraded baseline mod. It's a little bit better than the regular baseline mod. You're looking at Molten Impact and Northwind and where is it? Shocking Touch. These do electricity, but you also have to think about the fact that in this game, if you were to say put Shocking Touch and where is it? Molten Impact, you would get what's called radiation damage. Radiation damage destroys shields. You're looking to use this when you're fighting Corpus or Eidolons or anything like that with a shield, with heavy shields. If you combine, where is it? North Wind with Fever Strike, you're getting what's called not toxin but corrosive damage.
There's a time-limited
That's
mission
great
alert
for
available.
things
Check
like
navigation.
things with high armor. So you're looking at the Grineer or the Infested. And then if you go, of course, with fire and cold, you're going to get magnetic damage, which does good damage to shields, but also to health. There's also another thing to think about. Because there are spy missions in this game, you also have to think about, it says noise on your, underneath your capacity. Some weapons are silent. They're very silent. While as in others are highly alarming. And then of course, you know, there's just some that are just, well, melee weapons don't have that noise thing. I don't know if I have one. The bulliest one's alarming too. But here's another type. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. Fire and ice do blast damage. Obviously this is radiation damage. Radiation damage will obviously take down shields very quickly, which is why I use the new core whenever I'm going up against, say, the Corpus or anything like that. Destroys shields. Plus, you add a little bit of blast damage onto that, you're getting a good combination of destroying shields while also being able to use the blast damage to get rid of health. That is important and very, very useful in, like, the medium range where you're in the middle of, like, say, level 20s to level 15s. The Warframes that show the most of that is like Ember. Obviously, Ember is a purely fire type, you know, Warframe. She has Firequake, World on Fire, Accelerant, and that one fucking Fire Circle one. But if you look, obviously this is another example of, you know, you can add things to your Warframes to make their abilities even better by adding, you know, wildfire to their weapons and stuff like that. Here's another good point. So let's say you get a mod. So for Ember, she has what's called an augment mod that's called Firequake. World on Fire augment, enemies hit have a 100% chance of being knocked down. I think at this point in time there are only 2 Warframes that do not have a augment. So augment mods are very powerful. I will show you. Some of them can be purchased through your syndicates, and I'll go through that in just a second. What a syndicate is.
Anything you need, Tenno.
See, we got rhinos, we got Oberon, just different augment mods for their different powers. Alright, now Zach, this is gonna really help you in the future because you can get a lot of good stuff from this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So over in the corner here, this is your main part. Yes, hello Caleb, it's been quite a while. Sure. Syndicates are important because 2 things can occur. You select a
You are filled with
syndicate. You
questions.
select it.
That is what makes you surprising. Cephalon Suda.
And then you go in, and then you do, I think it's like a mission for them, and then you can get these sigils on, and you put these on your Warframe, and as you're running around killing stuff with your Warframe, you'll eventually earn standing with them, and then you also can go over to here into your I can't remember what this is, your observatory, and then you select on this little Ferris wheel looking thing, and they use your syndicates. See, each mission is a different syndicate. You can, usually the syndicates that you have the most standing with are the ones that you're gonna get the missions for. And you can obviously just select a mission and you'll get standing. Well, you use that standing to, let's go back to, let's go to Steel Meridian. You go to offerings, and you can use that standing to purchase parts or relics or blueprints or even mods. And as as you get higher up in ranking with them, you get better and better stuff until eventually you can even get weapons. Now, the reason I'm working on this one recently and that I haven't been working on New Lua is because of this little guy, the Vacor. Heck, immensely powerful. I just want it. I need it. I need a better shotgun than what I have. That's great. So, Zach, is there any more questions you have for me as a beginner? I think I've covered a lot of stuff right now.
No, but I'm sure and eventually I'll probably have more questions.
Okay. So that was a good 30-minute little tutorial for everybody who's had questions. Caleb, if you want to hit me up on Messenger, we can have another chat about your new channel. Or you just can call me on Messenger and I'll pick up. I'm gonna end the stream now. This was just a little short video because Zach had some questions and I decided that maybe it was about time I put a little thing on Warframe about how, you know, certain things can be done, how to do other things with, you know, like this, your relics, basically explaining the weapons and damage systems. I'll also give another detailed, because I know a lot of people have been having trouble with the Hemlith chargers and procuring them, and I will be giving a video on how to do that. So I will talk to you guys again, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.